10 Powerful Signs Someone is Constantly Thinking About You. Top Minds presents the list of your 10 psychic abilities that tells someone is continuously thinking about you. It's flattering to imagine someone thinking about you. There's something comforting about knowing you're on someone else's mind, especially if there's a special someone you're hoping has you running through their head. Naturally, you'd want to know if that's happening. Of course, there are other reasons someone might be thinking of you. They might dislike you, or they may even have a dangerous obsession with you. In this case, you'd also want to know so that you can take steps to defend yourself. Essentially, you'd always want to know if you're on another person's mind. But surely there's no way to do that, right? After all, reading minds is the stuff of fantasy. It's something you'd see in a superhero movie. What if I told you that there are psychic energies that reach you whenever someone has you in their thoughts? It sounds far-fetched, but it's true. It's possible to tell if you're occupying someone's mind if you know what to look for. Be sure to subscribe to Top Mind. Because what you are about to see, they are actually the signals your body receives when someone is constantly thinking about you. That automatically proves us human has psychic abilities. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Here are 10 signs someone is thinking about you. 1. Sneezing. This belief has its roots in Asian culture. It is stated that when someone thinks about you, your nose might start to itch, which causes repeated sneezing. Of course, this doesn't apply if you're sick at the time. But if you've caught a case of the achus for no discernible reason and you don't have a cold, you just might be the center of someone's thoughts. Can you tell what kinds of thoughts they are? 2 sneezes in a row indicate that someone is talking negatively about you. For 3 consecutive sneezes and above, then that someone has only positive thoughts about you and might even be missing you or in love with you. It's also traditional to ask someone around you to give you a random 3-digit number. This can be used to calculate the initial of the person who is causing these sneezes. If you are given the number 735, for example, you add them together like this: 7 plus 3 plus 5 equals 15. The 15th letter in the standard alphabet is O, so that means someone whose name starts with O is thinking of you. Omkar. Olive. You decide. 2. Burning sensation in ears or cheek. Imagine the aftermath of a slap. Your face tingles and burns slightly. That's the feeling you might get if someone is thinking about you and speaking badly of you, as though they are slapping you in the face, but with words. This may also manifest more physically than a faint burning sensation. For example, you might notice that your cheeks or ears are flushed in a significant way. This doesn't mean you look like you're blushing cutely, it can sometimes involve a lot of redness. If you're not feeling embarrassed, you aren't feeling particularly warm, and you haven't overdone your blush to ridiculous levels, suffice to say that the burning sensation and the bright flushes are a good way to tell that someone is throwing shade your way. Some people also believe that flushed ears alone mean that someone has feelings for you. 3. Hiccups. Getting the hiccups can be quite annoying. It's pretty common to get them after eating, but completely random hiccups can mean that there's someone who is thinking about you. Unfortunately, it usually means someone is badmouthing you or complaining about you, but keep your positive thinking. There's also a way you can tell who's thinking them. You might notice that you tend to get hiccups when you're around a certain person. This means that that is the person who has been talking smack. Now you can confront them or steer clear of them, whichever you prefer. Before you jump to conclusions, though, make sure you rule out these other possible causes for hiccups. Eating in excess, drinking in excess, eating very quickly, abdominal surgery, nerve-irritating diseases, and medication. 4. You get a random eye itch or twitch. There is a superstition that many people believe is more than just the itching or twitching of an eye. If you suddenly find that your eyes are exhibiting this behavior, it could indicate that someone out there has you on their mind. In men, it is believed that right eye itches and twitches point to positive thinking about you, while in the left eye, those thoughts are negative. This is reversed in women, so their left eye twitching indicates positivity while right eye itches aren't too good. Naturally, if you're dealing with allergies or any problems that might affect your eye, you can safely ignore this omen. Do note that stress, diet, tiredness, and other factors can lead to eye twitching, too. Additionally, that some serious eye conditions can cause itching, so don't overlook medical causes. 5. Discomfort while eating. Picture this. You're enjoying a meal quietly by yourself. You're not eating or rushing, so there's no reason for anything bad to happen. You're focused on your food and enjoying life. Then, all of a sudden, you begin to feel like food isn't going through your esophagus so smoothly. You might start to cough or choke, even though you were very careful. Surely this is just a weird body quirk, right? Wrong. Look around you. There could be someone nearby who is experiencing a lot of tension, and it might be concerning you. Your body is then responding in kind to that tension and finding it difficult to swallow smoothly. No one around you? Then it's almost certain that you're running through someone's mind. They might be tense and thinking about you at that moment, causing you to feel that tension even from far away, affecting your subconscious. 6. Finding a white feather. White feathers are very touching symbols. They typically turn up after you have lost someone you care about. It's difficult dealing with someone you love passing away, but if you come across a white feather, you can rest easy. These feathers symbolize the fact that the one you've lost is in a better place and is thinking of you while they are there. They are trying to send you a calming message so that you no longer worry about them. They are telling you that they are watching over you and want you to be happy. 7. Feeling unexplained physical touch. Do you ever just suddenly feel like someone is touching you, but you turn around and no one's there? It's definitely a rather concerning feeling and it can make you anxious and worried about the paranormal. Don't worry, though, as there's an explanation. If someone is thinking about you very, very strongly, their thoughts could manage to transmit a message to you that manifests in a manner similar to physical contact. It's a type of telepathic contact that means the person in question has very intense thoughts towards you. Are these thoughts positive or negative? There's no sure way to tell, but sometimes you may get a certain vibe from these touches that informs you of them. For example, a pleasant touch might be from a loved one or someone who has feelings for you. Meanwhile, a creepy touch might be from someone who is angry at you or sad about you. 8. Getting goosebumps. Goosebumps are typically a reflection of very strong, emotion-based thoughts surrounding your person, so they're a surefire sign someone is thinking about you. Though they can be a physical reaction, they are also very rooted in emotion, hence why you get goosebumps from memories and other factors. It's highly likely that if you get goosebumps for no discernible reason, someone could be thinking of you because they find you very attractive and want to be with you. Usually, though, thoughts manifesting as goosebumps mean that the person in question has psychic abilities, so you'll want to think about how to deal with the situation. 9. Dream contact. If you keep seeing someone in your dream, especially someone you haven't seen in a long time, they might be thinking of you. Their thoughts regarding you might be strong enough to transmit to you and manifest in a visual form when you dream. Your dreams may show you what they are thinking, or what kind of vibe their thoughts have. Much of the time, however, a dream with someone in it doesn't give you a lot of detail. In this case, there's no way to know for certain whether they are thinking positive thoughts or bad ones. Signs someone is thinking about you. Still, dreams can be mysterious. If someone is in your dream, that doesn't necessarily mean that they are thinking about you. You naturally create dreams from personal memories or experiences. But you can always reach out to them and find out for sure. 10. Sudden emotional changes. You're having a good day, when suddenly you experience a rush of sadness. You're not feeling too great, and suddenly you feel warm and fuzzy. You're angry, and then you're suddenly calm. You might be super focused at work, then suddenly are too distracted to keep your eyes on the screen. All these emotional changes could be the thoughts of someone else getting to you. It's usually pretty clear what kinds of type of thoughts are involved when you get these sudden changes. It can be disconcerting to feel things that aren't your own emotions, but know that this means someone is thinking about you pretty intensely. Final thoughts on a few signs someone is thinking about you. Not everyone believes in psychic-like transmissions that indicate someone is thinking about you. If you don't, that's totally fine, but you can't deny wondering about it sometimes when sudden occurrences throw you off balance. Thoughts are very powerful tools, and the mind is even more powerful. We don't even understand the full extent of the human brain's capabilities at this juncture. Who knows how someone's thoughts could affect you? Who knows how someone's mood could be picked up on by you? At the end of the day, there are a lot of odd, sudden things that could happen to you that may indicate someone's thoughts are infiltrating your brain. So the next time any of these things pop up, just smile to yourself and know that, somewhere out there, you're on somebody's mind. Do you have any real experience of these psychic indication? Did you ever got hiccups and someone no calls you? Or you saw someone you miss in dreams? They came to see you next morning. Let us all know in the comments. You can't miss to see our next video about 11 ways to improve your psychic abilities. And for more amazing and mindful videos like this, subscribe to Top Minds. See you next time. Peace.